So I'm guessing someone somewhere along the way probably told you that you need to be on every platform to grow your business. And now you're on all of them, you're exhausted, and most of them are probably not doing a whole lot for you. Well, today I'm going to show you 3 steps to help you pick your platforms. Hey everyone, I'm Gina from Gen Admin, and I help small business owners create content that sounds like them and that actually helps them grow their business. And today we're talking about multi-platform content strategy, specifically how to show up on the platforms that matter without burning yourself out trying to be everywhere. So grab your coffee and let's do this. The problem that I see with the be everywhere advice made sense when there were only 2 or 3 platforms worth being on, and now there's dozens, and that advice just hasn't kept up. Because when you spread yourself across 6 different platforms and you're creating custom content for each one, you're not actually giving 6 times the value. You're giving 1/6 of your energy to each one. Your consistency goes down, your content gets thinner, and the platforms that you actually enjoy get the same watered down version as the ones that you maybe don't enjoy as much. I have found that most people end up on platforms by accident. So I want you to start over with 2 questions. First, where does your ideal client actually spend their time? Not where the gurus say that you should be, but where the specific people you want to work with are genuinely paying attention. And then second, where can you show up as you? The platform that works best for you is almost always the one that fits how you naturally communicate. Writers tend to do well on LinkedIn and on blogs. Visual thinkers, of course, do well on Instagram. And natural talkers tend to shine on YouTube or video. And when those things overlap, that's your platform. So try to go there before you try to go wide and put yourself on all those platforms. And then once you've picked those platforms, then stop creating content from scratch for each one. Create one solid piece of content, whether that's a blog post, a podcast, YouTube video, an email, whatever fits you best, and then pull everything else from that one piece of content. Your Instagram caption comes from it, your LinkedIn post, your email. It's the same idea, it's just adapted for each platform. Not copy and pasted, but actually dressed up for that platform. So you're not creating 6 pieces of content, you're creating one and letting it flow from there. And then you want to simplify the creation, and to do that, you want to batch your content instead of creating it every single day. So maybe try sitting down once a week and create everything in one go, and then you're done. Your brain warms up once instead of 5 times, and everything gets created faster, and it's usually better too. So try that idea on for size and see how it works for you. And then, of course, I always recommend keep a running note on your phone with ideas, because your best content ideas rarely show up when you sit down to create the content. They show up in the middle of a client call, or while you're making your 3rd cup of coffee, or while you're out walking the dog, or when you're visiting with friends. Write those ideas down as soon as they come into your head. Because if you are at all like me, I am going to forget it within about 30 seconds if I don't get that written down right away. So I encourage you, pick your platforms on purpose and let them feed each other. And batch your content so you're not starting from scratch every single day. And that's the whole system. It's not a complicated calendar. It's not a complicated posting schedule that, quite honestly, most people abandon in the first couple of weeks. And this week's post covers all of that, and it gives you a link to my free content creation made easy guide, which is also linked below if you want the full batching system laid out step by step. So pop over and read that. And of course, subscribe so you don't miss next week. I'll see you then, and go grab that coffee. You've got this.